So I have a Netgear Stora. It has 2 hard drives, and I'm going to show you the process of breaking the mirror so that I can put a third drive in and have 3 distinct copies of my data. So have a look. One thing I haven't done a video on is how to break your mirror on your Netgear Stora network attached storage server. So I wrote a blog on it and I'll link to it, but this will be supplementary. So I'll just show you the Netgear Stora here. So this is the Netgear Stora, which isn't too bright, but the 2 green lights on the bottom are the 2 hard drives. It's got 2 hard drives in it. I've got it in RAID 0 config, which is mirrored config. So each hard drive has the exact same data in it. And what I'm going to do is I have a third hard drive. Third hard drive here, and this is 1 terabyte. I've got 3 1 terabyte drives. They're not the same manufacturer, but they're all the same size and speed, and that's all that counts. 3.5-inch internal hard drive, SATA. So what I'm going to do, I can't hot swap it. It's not hot swappable, but I'm going to go through the steps in my blog and break the mirror, pull out 1 drive, so that I can set it aside as a virtual offsite backup, so that if the both drives were to become corrupt or something in the Stora, that I would have a third hard drive sitting somewhere else with a copy of the data. So I break it and I swap in a new drive. It then syncs the drive that's left in the Stora over to the new drive to create the mirror again. And then I've got my 3 copies of my data, not including what's on my laptop, which is getting backed up. So I'm using my MacBook with Time Machine to back it up to this Netgear Stora. And like I say, I have 3 1 terabyte drives. The Netgear Stora, like I say, has 2 drives in it, and I just swap out a third drive every couple of months and store a copy of that data off the machine, off the hardware. So I'm going to scroll down here to, basically got steps 1 to 5 here. This is disaster recovery I wrote about, but I'm going to go down to, let's see, allow Time Machine to fire and run to the end. I already did that. I let Time Machine complete. And now I'm going to go and break the mirror. So what I have to do is I have to go into my Stora app, and so this is the interface for it. Yes, no, there it goes. Alright. So now I'm going to go up to Preferences. Now this thing's almost full. I don't like the flash interface, but anyways. So here I'm going to go down and I'm going to disconnect one of the drives. Let's see if I can figure out where it is. That shows my disk space. I've got 12 gigs left, and I want to go to... Alright, so what I want to do is go to Disk Manage. I couldn't find it because my browser was a little off the screen there. Disk Management. So it's going to look at the status. So you can see I have 2 Seagate drives in there. It shows as 932 gigabytes. I'm going to eject one of them, and I'm just going to make note of which one I did eject as well. So I'm going to see if I can eject or pull out, because I want to know which one I pull out. So let's see, 528AS. I'm going to eject that one. So it's done a full backup. Both hard drives are fully mirrored. So when I take one out, I should have 1 full copy of my data. Alright, so you can see the second one says unused. So now I can go ahead and, let's see, I think I need to shut it down. Click eject, that's what I did, remove the drive. So now I gotta go shut it down. So I'm actually going to go and hold the power button on it. Actually, you can see on the bottom one is orange because it's ejected. So normally it's both green, so I'm going to power this guy down by holding the power button. Alright, it should be shutting down. Now I could have done this through the interface as well, but it's gonna go through its shutdown routine so it doesn't lose any data. And it should shut down shortly here. There it is, shut down, no more lights. Alright, so I'm going to lift the top here, or the front panel, and that opens up both my drives. So now on the back side, I can actually, there's a lever there which you pull and it just pops it out. So I'm going to pull one out here. Let me see if this is the 8AS. Don't think this was the one I was looking at. Drive 2, that's right. Because that'll be drive 1, I guess, there. Now, this particular hard drive happens to be a little bit thinner, so I've actually got a... There we go. Alright, let's try this one here. 8AS. Alright, this is the second drive. This is the one I did eject. So I'm going to eject that. So that's out. This has a full copy of my data. I'm going to put this in my magnetic bag. So this is my good copy for offsite backup. Alright, so that's for offsite backup. And then I'm just going to plug this one in the same way here. So let's see. I should have paid attention to which way it went in. Let's try it this way here. No, that's backwards. You should if you just push gently, it should go in. Try it like this. So this one actually has old data on it. An old setup that I already broke the mirror on months ago. So I'm going to push that one. Alright, that's pushed in snugly there, and this one's pushed in snugly. So I'm going to put this lid back on. So like I said, I have one full copy of my data here. I have one full recent copy of my data in this side, in the left side. And in the right side is old data, which is going to get overwritten. So the machine is going to boot up and copy this data from hard drive 1 over to the old data and rewrite the old data. So now I'll power it back up. Now it's going to go through its system check. It's going to recognize there's something wrong with the second hard drive there, and I should be able to get into the interface and just show it to you. So what I do is I just stick that other hard drive on the shelf. So what you can see here is both lights are red. So it sees that there's something wrong with the hard drives. So it is going to attempt to figure it out. Alright, so now it's figured out that the hard drive 1 was the one that was there before, and it's the good drive. And it's going to figure out the hard drive 2 is a bad drive. And then we're going to have the option in the interface to synchronize it. So I'll wait a few seconds just to boot up, and then I'll show you the interface from the Stora. Alright, the Stora is booted back up. I'm going to go back into... Oops. It just came up with... it recognized that there was something wrong with the hard drive. It says new hard drive detected. Samsung, 932 gigs, same size. So I'm going to set it to the first option, the RAID 1 there, maximum safety. I think I said that wrong last time when I said RAID 0. So this is going to be 1, maximum safety, which is just going to be a mirror of the data, as opposed to the JBOD option there. So I'm going to select this, click OK. And now it's going to go through its synchronizing. It's going to check the drive, and it's going to copy all the data over. It'll take some time because it's just about full. It's going to have to mirror and copy over a terabyte of data there. So it's going to take a while. So it just says the disk has been successfully added. to RAID 1. Not focusing. Your disk has been successfully added to the current configuration maximum safety RAID 1. So I'm going to press OK. Now I'm going to go into preferences and we'll just check the status of the disk. So I'll click on disk space here first, and this is going to show the 12 gigs free. So that's from the one hard drive. So if I go to disk management, then it should indicate that there's basically only one drive that's currently operational. So you see RAID 1 recovering. So it's attempting to recover the mirror that I broke. 0% complete there. Alright, so like I say, it is recovering there, and it sees the other Samsung. Remember, before they were both Seagates, and it says it's going to take about 5 hours to recover the RAID 1 configuration. So the mirror there. So basically, it's going to take 5 hours to copy all the data. Now it's saying 3 hours, so we'll see how long. It takes a while anyways. As you can see there, both drives are blinking away, copying data. So that's going to take some time. Now I won't touch anything to upset anything. I'm just going to let it go ahead, recover itself, and then we'll be off to the races, and I'll have my 3 distinct copies of data again.